Hello, today is April 26, 2018, coming from Independence, Missouri. Just want to talk about a small little crystal tonight. It's called a Satyaloka, and it quartz, and I'd recommend one of these to anybody. I mean, if you want to really get your energies up higher, this is a really good source. And also a good source for protection too, because it will bring your vibration levels up a lot higher. I don't know if you can see it that far away, so I'm going to get it in a little bit closer. A lot of metaphysic places, they charge an arm and a leg for these, but you can get them on like the internet there and order them. You do have to wait a couple, 3 weeks to get them over from India, but they're well worth it. And a lot of people will say that, well, Satyaloka is just a name. Well, it might just be a name, but to me, these crystals have a lot more energy. I believe I read something where they said also that these crystals are like supposed to be like where the monks over there in the monastery pick them up. That's where they actually originate from. And that's supposed to be kind of like where the crown of the earth is, I believe is what it is. It's been a while since I read that one book, but I believe that's what it was about. Very, very cool crystal. And the best way, if you want to absorb some of this energy, again, like I say, we can put it in our hand, and we can cycle our energy around. We can actually, we can bring it down bring it through the top of our legs, come back up our back, come back around, bring it back through again. There's other ways. We can place it here, right here, the back right there. And some people I've even read, they say I guess they even tape it. They use tape, and they will tape their crystals there. I haven't done really that. I sometimes, if you want to, like if you're sleeping at night, just grab a hold of them, hold them in your hand, and you can pull the energy in that way. I can push and pull both ways with both sides. You know, if they tell you can't, that's not true. You can learn. Anybody can learn to push and pull both ways. A lot of these groups and stuff think they have the upper hand on everybody, but they don't. Maybe in the Midwest, but not out west, or on the East Coast, or anywhere else around the world. You know, you can't keep stuff like that down forever. And I mean, if they're backward, I guess they're backward. I mean, the bottom line is, either there's going to be evolution or there's not. So, I mean, you might as well just go ahead and learn. And, like I say, this is a very good crystal. I was going to show a few other ones which are kind of cool. This is kind of like a little tiny geo. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this. I might have to bring this over, because I think I'm going to bring this over into the light better so you guys can see these. I'll go back to this one too, since we're doing that. This actually has like a rainbow of, that's not actually some reflection of it. It actually has like rainbow color going through it. Now this, the black I believe they call is geoethic, and it's kind of like granite, and then other is just basically like a crystal quartz in the center. Now this is good if you're trying to go between your heart chakra and your third eye. It will actually open the energy up, flow up. You can just put this on your third eye, and it will open it up. Let me show you here. I'll get this back here for a second. You can just place it right here. So you're just laying down, and you can actually feel that energy flowing out. You can move it back and forth either which way, or you can bring it in and then throw it out that way. This, I think I talked about before. This is a cool little crystal. It's a fire crab agate. And these are really neat to have. They're good for protection too. It almost looks like it's got a whole bunch of cells in it. Really neat. Let me get it back over here because it's just too dark over here in this area. Let's see if we can get this. There we go. That is cool. It's a very good protection stone. If somebody attacks you, it will actually throw that energy back, which is a good stone to have. The downside on this stone, though, is depending on who you're dealing with and how high their energy level is. And depending on how good they are, some this won't work on. So then you have to go to the higher level, like I say. This, I thought was kind of cool. I was going to show you guys. It's just some quartz crystal cluster. Now what's neat about this thing, I don't know if I talked about this either. It's kind of cool because if you want to re-energize on this, if you're laying down, you just lay it right here. And I mean, if you put that there within about an hour's time, I mean, you feel just like you had like 8 hours of good sleep a night. I mean, you can't beat this. Now, like I say, you know, I do basically cleanse all my crystals, and there's several ways you can do that, from saging to tuning fork, like I say. I mean, that's a whole other discussion, because like I say, it's more like if, you know, they get out of tune and they need to be put back in tune. The vibration might get changed. This is also a cool little stone, and these things are really cheap. They have these metaphysics stores. They're Idolite. Now you can actually place them on you tape them on your temples, or place them on your temples too, and it can also help with like your clairvoyance, telepathic ability. It can actually, they're kind of cool. They're also good for the sacral chakra too. You can place those. Actually, you can place those like in your belly button. Put that in your belly button, and now definitely you can feel that energy go all the way up through your whole entire body. Definitely. You can't beat crystals and stones. Then we got our selenite for cleansing. Take this, just pass it over. I can feel the energy through it right now. Selenite, you can't beat. Selenite, I recommend for everybody. And if you can get the slabs, that you can actually do, you know, set on. I mean, they cost a lot more, but they are well worth it too, because they can really energize you. They can really cleanse your aura very well. Well, this is just a small little clip. Got a couple of things coming up here down the line. I'm going to be doing too here the next couple of days, but just a short little video tonight, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Have a good one.